We're not stuck. Good.
Right.
That is wonderful. All right. We are joined with Dr. Karen Carty.
Hey.
What's up, Doc?
I'm good. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm here
All right. Good. All right.
in the studio.
Yeah, man. Good to see you. Good to
Good
see
to
you.
be seen, but good to see you as well.
Yeah, man.
Always
For
good
sure.
to see you.
100%. All right. Now, that journalistic integrity.
We love it, right?
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. So, made a major announcement. Saw it in Daily News today.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen the paper this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to do better.
I don't know. Do you?
Possibly.
Possibly. All right. So there is an announcement
There is, correct.
that states you will be moving on from the University of the Virgin Islands after 2.5 years.
Yes.
What prompts the move?
It's kind of time. And by that, I mean, I had some time to do some reflecting over the break. And, my health was kind of being challenged by the stress related to the job and just the regular stress of life. And, when you have to choose between staying and living, it's an easy
Living as
choice.
in survival?
Living as in not dying.
Like life and death?
Correct.
Never.
Yeah. The stress leads to death, right? And,
Okay.
And if stress goes unchecked for a while, then you can have some, monumental, permanent results.
Okay.
And, let's choose not to die.
Okay, let's all choose
right?
not
Let's
to
choose
die.
life, right? Yeah.
Sonic, do you agree?
Great choice.
Scouts
Right.
honor.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
We're all choosing not to die over here.
Right.
Well, okay. So in the 2.5 years, though,
Yeah.
certainly made some strides.
Yeah, we did some things.
Yeah. Athletic Director of the Year of your conference.
Yeah, first 10 months. That was pretty
How'd it
cool.
get?
Yeah, it busted the gate.
Gave us a lot of hope, like a lot of promise.
I hope I lived up to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we did some good work. The student athletes made progress. They did well in the classroom. They did well overall in character assessment from the NAIA. So we get ranked every year. Our first year we didn't score. Like the year I came in, we didn't score. Second year we were bronze. Last year we were silver. So the expectation that I'm leaving is that we aim for gold this year. It's attainable. It's achievable. So. Let's just keep the trend going and keep doing the good things, right?
All right. Now, you cited the history of the university and how important it was to you.
Absolutely.
Considering that this is your dad's alma mater.
Mm-hmm. And my mom attended UVI St. Croix as well.
Right.
So, in the blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you hit those goals? And how proud are your parents?
Oh, well, let's start with the last question. They're exceptionally proud. All Caribbean parents, especially dads. Like my dad will brag to everybody about me. So I just went up to Florida to visit with them for Christmas. And I went to the gym with him and all his gym buddies was like, "Oh my God, it's so good to meet you. You're the doctor." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." So, super proud dad. I don't think anything that I've done to this point has disappointed them. So that's really cool. But it means a lot because my intent when I go anywhere or when I show up is to leave the place better than I found it.
Right.
And I think, I try to be modest, but I honestly think that we've done a good job in this 2.5 years of putting UVI athletics in a better place than where I got it. So, I think I did good. I think that everybody would be proud.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do you have some place in mind where you're going to land? Some people like you don't stay unemployed for very long. Do you have a...
Gonna chill for a while. Gonna take a...
Oh, you're chilling.
Just a little bit.
Back to trying not to die. Okay, got it.
Again, that's the mode that we're on
Okay.
right now. So see what happens and see where we end up.
All right, so leaving, not jumping into another situation which may necessarily be stressful.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now, are you going to stay in the field of athletic director or
No.
No?
No, that's where
How do
the
you know?
stress lives.
The stress lives there. Oh, for sure,
Stress
100%.
lives there.
So a full 360. Big change.
Well, I don't know. 360.
180,
is it a
yeah,
360?
but it's a 180,
Oh,
but it's a
180,
jump out. It's a
Big struggle.
yeah.
You're right. You know what I mean?
I
Big
got you.
circle
Yeah, I
of change.
felt you. So what was funny about the whole me being an athletic director thing is I never intended to be one. And even right before I became AD at UVI, I had a coworker at my previous job and be like, "Yo, would you ever consider being an athletic director?" And I was like, "No, for what?" it's stressful. And, you know, I've been around enough good ADs to see how it affects them, you know, physically, mentally, like all the things. But UVI was the right thing at the right time. So it worked out. But then the stress. Again, the stress lives
This
there.
wasn't your first athletic director gig, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
First time AD.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I've been in athletics.
So what
for
were you
20
doing
years.
previously?
I was an associate commissioner of communications at the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference office. So I was at the MEAC office for a couple years, doing media rights communications. I was our ESPN and TV liaison, so did TV deals and did marketing, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, never wanted to be an AD, and then I got in the seat, and I was able to do some good things, but I was like, these are the reasons why I didn't want to do it. So, you know, I could say that I've done it. I've done just about everything in college athletics, and I'm good.
All right. So certainly helps your resume to put athletic director of the year in addition to
all the things,
the other accolades that you have accumulated over the years.
Right.
A sad day in on the west side of St. Croix. We had a couple of West girls that were running some big positions at the University of the Virgin Islands. You know, thought maybe, I don't know. It just, not that it would have made anything. You're two professional people.
Right.
It just had a nostalgia to it. You know what I mean? It was just
felt
cool.
Good.
Yeah.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah.
But all things come to an end.
Yeah.
You know, and again, the choice is life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
all right. Life is lifing.
Yeah.
Have you decided a destination?
No, but I have a cool landing spot in Florida.
Okay.
My parents love me enough that I could pop up and
there you go.
stay until I piss them off. But
Right.
I rarely do. So,
Okay.
they're cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
going to go there for a while.
What's the expiration date? How long is that shelf life before you piss them off?
I don't know. I give myself like a month.
Okay. Oh, this is
before
this is
I
short
get
term.
tired. I don't know. We'll see. God has been really good in moving
Okay.
me around from whatever to whatever else.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right. Now, circumstances surrounding this, I don't know if one had to do with the other, but you lost the female program for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That must have been stressful coming to that decision. You've brought in girls.
Yeah.
That must weigh on you as an athletic director.
Yeah, for sure. Because we recruit these players for them to come and play. Like, come to school, get an education, play some basketball, have some fun. And when you take away one of the primary reasons why they're here, it defeats the purpose for everybody. We had women that wanted to play and who were, good and were ready to, come back for the spring season and give it their all. But the reality of it is we just didn't have enough players eligible for the spring semester.
Right.
And what I'm not going to do is put people on the court. We had 6. I ain't gonna, how you going to make it through 11, 12 games with 6 players?
Right.
You can't make it through
Majority
a
of
season.
those are traveling too.
Yeah,
That does take a
away
toll.
games. So and that's what we had run into in the end. Like, we were missing a lot of school because, again, when we go, we're in a situation where we need our trips to make financial sense. So we're going to go and play 2 or 3 games. So that means we're gone for a week if you have a rest day in between the games, travel day, all that stuff. So they're missing school, getting sick because of the stress from playing. They're tired, they're not resting, not recovering properly. Nutrition on the road when you're bouncing around from city to city isn't always the best. So it was unconscionable to put 6 women on the court to start. So that's no room for injuries, no room for anything.
Yeah.
And we know how sports are. Literally anything can happen.
Right.
So, with the consultation of our VP for Student Success and Innovation and our other West girl, Dr. George, we really spent a lot of time over the break talking through all the different factors and options. And I was like, as an athletic director, I can't put them on the court like that.
Right.
As somebody who could be in the shoes of parents, I won't want my kids out there with 6 on the court.
So, I'm gonna employ something that the great Mario Moorhead used to say. Okay. I have no idea what it means.
Okay.
But Kokobe and Tapayas, because you also lost your coaching staff essentially.
Yeah. I'm never one to hold anybody hostage. And once we understood where we stood with the program and potentially having to cancel it, I was like, hey, if y'all want to do something that's not this, who am I to hold you hostage? Because again, I believe in setting people up for success, and it's hard to find a job if your season canceled, right? You know, so just everybody I think is bouncing back well. I know our graduate assistant Leah Dean Ahmad, she was playing professional basketball overseas before she came to us, so she paused her career, you know, to come be with us, learn some stuff, go to school, coach a little bit. So she was able to pick up another professional contract, and I think she's in like Poland or somewhere in Europe, so she's doing really well. So, you know, everybody's resilient. They'll all bounce back, and, you know, wish everybody the best.
All right, certainly. Well, we are wishing you the best as well. You know, sometimes in the Virgin Islands, folks don't realize this, but, you know, when the good people come, a lot of the good people don't stay, man.
It's a thing. It gets harder as time goes on because, you know, some of the infrastructure challenges that we deal with here are kind of stressful.
But you must have known coming in that the odds were stacked against you. Like, you know what I mean? It's not to say you have like you're the only team in this region. Like the travel alone had to be a daunting task in terms of the affordability.
They made it sound really good coming in. And like we could do this, and we got a plan, and we kind of had a plan, so we just worked it, and the university supported us. You know, they made a way literally where there was no way. You know, we found money to travel year in, year out. Now really proud to say, and I guess this is one thing I could really be proud of this accomplishment. We were able to be fully funded in our travel budget for this year. Which,
nice.
Yeah, which is kind of ironic that now, you know, the women's team ain't traveling. But, you know, that shows the commitment of the university. Our new CFO was very adamant about, you know, making sure that we were fiscally responsible, but fiscally supported. So
that's important.
Yeah, especially when, like you said, if we're not playing here, we are not playing, you know, with bags and people. And if both teams are traveling with the coaching staffs and all that, that's like 28, 30 people. So we made that progress as a university. So hopefully, you know, they'll continue to support athletics, and, you know, we get some financial community support as well. And, you know, the program will keep trending in the right direction. All
right. Now, we talked about the coaching staff of the females having some issues. A big reason why a lot of talented young men have come to the University of the Virgin Islands is Kevin Teague and Shepard.
Correct.
Spud DeGrasse. What is the future of the men's program looking like?
They're going to keep rolling. We have very, very candid conversations when I told them of my departure, and our vision for the program is the same. So we were on the same page from day one. I didn't have to preach to them what needed to be done or what I wanted. I told them the expectation, and they had the same expectation for themselves and the program. So, you know, they will continue on here. It is my hope that, you know, they achieve the on-the-court success that I know they're capable of. They had a lot of work to do behind the scenes in building culture and, you know, getting the right pieces, and that doesn't happen overnight. So where we were in 2023 versus where we are right now in 2026, completely different culture, really amazing, doing and saying the right things in the locker room, having the right behavior on and off the court. So those things will ultimately translate into wins. You know, getting more bodies in is always necessary. So once we keep doing those things, you know, they'll succeed, and it's my idea that they could be here as long as they need to be, because they are homegrown, because they can get those student athletes back, and because, you know,
and they're good coaches.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
don't leave that out.
Right, they're great coaches, and everybody sees it. So we played in a couple tournaments where we played teams that we'd played previously, you know, first year, second year, and several of the coaches, you know, came up and they're like, "Hey, AD, man, the team is so much better. I love your new coach. New coaching staff is so cool." So people on the outside are recognizing it, and, you know, we just need it to translate into wins now, but they're on the right track and they're doing what they're supposed to do.
All right, now I don't sense any animosity. I don't feel no negative energy or vibes coming from you in this move. It's just,
no, it's just, I try and
live.
I ain't got the energy to be upset, right? Just live.
In peace. I mean, you've done such a great job too.
Thank you.
While
yeah,
you've been there. So.
The you know, the let them theory is a big thing.
Yeah.
I got onto it because of you. Really good book. But I've kind of been on that before. Like, people gonna do and say what they wanna say. People gonna be upset. They gonna like I've already had people, I don't know, not accuse is the right word, but very adamantly said like, oh, you know, you quit because of the women's basketball season. And I'm like, that's not the case. I was like, if I want me fall long on my desk because of stress, then let's go, right? But like now, one thing isn't related to the other. The timing isn't, you know, doesn't pose the best situation, but you know, time is time, and I don't have a reason to be mad or, you know, vicious about anything. That's also not who I am.
Right.
You
All
know?
right. Now,
Yeah.
you're leaving the program in some capable hands.
Yeah.
Donna Williams Andrews has been there forever.
Yeah, staple.
Forever.
Yeah.
And you got a young, brilliant, he was a sports information director.
Still gonna be.
Was a finalist.
Yeah, of the year.
But now he's acting athletic director. So you stepping out gives some other folks an opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you feel about those who are going to be trying to fill these big shoes under the table here?
I love it, right? Because they're, like you said, they're capable and they're super experienced. Donna's been at UVI. I think it's creeping close to 30 years.
Yeah, man, easy.
Yeah. And she's been in athletics for almost 20. So she
feel like it's more, but keep going.
She knows all the things. She knows we ain't got no bodies, but if we did, she would know where they were.
Oh, I beg to differ.
I ain't got no bodies.
There's definitely bodies.
I'll speak for myself. We didn't create any bodies while I was here.
All right.
But you know, if the proverbial bodies exist, she knows where they are.
Okay.
And you know, the people,
I know where they are too.
They ain't mine. The people love Donna, so that's a good call, and she knows the inner workings of the athletic department, the paperwork, the budget stuff, all those things. Like, she's very adept at doing all of them.
And of course you also host Paradise Jam.
Oh man, she was inducted into their Hall of Fame. I think it was not this one, but the one before, so 24. And again, they love and swear by Donna, and again, like, she's a community staple in athletics for UVI.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm super excited for her to get the chance to, you know, take over her side of things. I think the plan is to split the duties kind of between them, and Donna handles some of the internal things, Shaq handles some of the external things.
So now Shaq has been working closely with you.
Correct.
How do you feel about his opportunity as a younger person? I mean, Donna's 30 years in. Respect.
Right.
But this would be the future, I would assume. How do you feel about his chances?
I love it because this is young people work. Right, like the Ola.
Don't disrespect Donna.
No. But like longevity, Donna has a couple more years before retirement. So you know, this is a good swan song for her, right? Be at the top, you know, and then retire. But Shaq has his whole career ahead of him, so it's like this is a good opportunity for him to help make the decisions, because he's with us when we're making the decisions. He's right there in the room, and he sees the process. But now he gets to actually make the decisions or assist in making the decisions. So it'll be good for him, and it's a good thing for his resume too.
So will you be a phone call away, or are you trying not to die from a distance?
A little bit of both, whatever a healthy balance of that looks like, because, you know, you understand in transitioning, there will be some questions that I didn't think to put in my transition report. I did a detailed report to just hand off to whoever came next. But, you know, I don't think it's all inclusive, because again, I did it and may not have been thinking of everything in the moment. So, you know, if they have questions, they could call, but, you know,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you know,
for sure.
I don't want to see the program fail.
Right.
That's never my intention. Like, because it would have been a waste of time to build it up to what it is now for you know, for everything to kind of die away as I leave. So whatever I can do to make sure that doesn't happen.
No, you've been successful at every stop.
That's that's the vibe.
What is it about you that makes you successful in these positions, even the challenging ones? Because no doubt about it, this was a very challenging role
for sure
at the University of the Virgin Islands, considering the restrictions, considering travel, considering recruitment, limitations. It's a long list. It's a plethora of things that were stacked against you. What was it that allowed you to still be successful?
I think it's the student athlete in me that never really went away. You just, winners win. right? And we do that.
That's a bar.
Yeah, I said that to. I ain't gonna bring up the Tart Wars thing, but that was a big. They got on my case. Yeah,
to avoid the Tart Wars thing.
I said that when Coconut win again this year, and people were like, but no, winners win, right? And that's what we do. So I think that's just who I am. That's how my mom. I get it from my mom. My mom raised me like that. When I was in elementary school, high school, all that stuff coming up in St. Croix, it was if I got 95 on a paper or a test or whatever, it wasn't the first thing wasn't good job. It was with the other 5 points, right? So setting the standard for excellence was from my day one. So when you were raised like that, success is what you know. Like you have to succeed because that's your baseline, that's your standard. So I think that's where it came from. But I figured out at some point in my career that everything is a system, and if you could figure out the system, you could succeed at it. So get in, figure out what you're doing, then do it, and you should succeed. If you don't succeed at it, figure out what didn't work, and then keep going as well. So that's what I attribute to the success, maybe.
Okay, now
Yeah.
Any regrets or?
None that I can control. I wish we had more time and space and money to do all the things. I wish we got more done. Because I came in with what would have been a 2-year plan to get things up and going, with my marketing background. And that 2-year plan in the first 2 months turned into a 5-year plan. Right. Once I really understood what the resources were, what we had, what we were up against, I was like, oh man, okay, we got to push back.
I felt like that's what made you, if it was at all possible, it was your financial background.
That held me back, or
no. That would have made you succeed in this position. Because raising money was very necessary.
Yeah. So if
you think I bring you here to say negative things about you? What's wrong with you?
Not. Yeah, I know better. My bad. I ain't had no breakfast yet.
I'm about to though.
Have breakfast?
No, I'm about to say something bad about you. But go ahead.
Oh God. He'll come in here and every once in a while he'll call me names and he'll call me a liar and I don't like it. Yeah, I think that helped a lot. My experience in just getting supporters in financial or otherwise. But if we had the money, oh my God, we would have been able to do so many things. Like my first year, I wanted to do season tickets and floor seats for basketball and all this cool stuff. And when I realized that people weren't coming to games, I was like, we can't even charge admission. Like we gotta do this for free. Right. So that sets back a lot of things. Second year we didn't charge either, and for the couple games that we had in the fall, we finally charged $5 a game, and we were able to get a little gate money going. So yeah, it was the progress and the baby steps. The baby steps were really, really small.
Well, those are small steps because at $5 it's not too many people
we
coming
traveling and we ain't paying for no bags and a flight, but it was money that we didn't have coming in before. So baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Speaking of baby steps, we got a picture of some baby steps right here.
Man, what?
It's really small, but I think we can make it out, Sonic. But bam! All right.
Here we go. Out here being messy.
Tart Wars.
Okay, since you bring it up, I guess I bring it up.
You brought it up.
I did. Troy Mason is the guy represented in the picture. I have forgotten his name the last time we had talked about this. I was like, oh my God, how I could forget my boy name, but it's Troy.
But we can see that determination. Even though it's a cartoon, that determination is on your face.
So as much as I loved that event, and it was the second year that it happened and I was asked to participate, I ain't gonna do nothing like that again, because my competitive side came out, and that's why I don't play in rec league stuff. I don't do student, faculty, staff, none of that, because I'm still very competitive, and it could be problematic
for yourself,
for everybody.
Yeah, well, on YouTube,
and my knees kind of old now, but again, there was some controversy with that too, and I had to let them know that winners win, but. Yeah,
that's the motto.
It is, winners because win. That's what we do. But I got really, really competitive, and I almost choked and I got off a very tight. And who wants to experience that? Yeah. So it was fun though.
But you were Team Coconut, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, so okay, and this is what a lot of people don't know. So we came. Tart Wars was comprised of like a couple different events to like.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Westgill.
Big up Westgill. And we had games that we had to play. There was a judging portion where you had to do taste testing of tarts that you were a part of, and there was a popular vote where you put a ping pong ball in the tarts, right? So we played the games, and after all those 3 different areas, everybody had one, win. So coconut, pineapple, guava. So we had to go to a tiebreaker. At the very end of the day, we were out there from 9, 10 something that morning.
Because I was a judge. So
right, yeah. And then the tiebreaker was like 9 o'clock at night. So the tiebreaker was you put a tart on a pot spoon. And by the time we get to the tiebreaker, nobody had nothing but guava berry tarts. So everybody who competed in the tiebreaker had a guava berry tart. And we had to run around.
Hey, no disrespect to guava berry, but that might be the worst.
It's the least favorite. Okay, like if you like guava berry, that's your thing, but it's not the popular one.
Yeah, you're definitely in the minority if you.
Yeah. So we had to run around the gazebo, not drop the tart off our pot spoon, and then eat the tart. So Team Pineapple had gone home, so they had somebody out of the crowd that represented them. She dropped her tart while we were running.
All right.
At the end of the race, Troy dropped. Yeah, she didn't even finish.
All right.
Troy dropped his tart, and it didn't call it dead right there. So he picked it up. They were wrapped in saran wrap. So he picked it up, shoved the whole tart in his mouth because you had to eat it and swallow it to win.
This sounds dangerous, by the way.
It was. It was immensely dangerous. So I see him shove his whole tart in his mouth. So what do? I shoved the whole tart in my mouth, and at least like twice I was choking. So I like lean over and it's really
and we know how you feel about dying.
Hey, it's not the choice. Yeah. So like this guy was patting me on my shoulder, and if he wasn't right there in my ear, I still don't know who he is up to this day. But he was like, "Yo, you could do it. Keep going." So I somehow didn't die on the guava berry tart and was able to win. But it was if Troy didn't drop his tart, he would have won because he did finish eating his. Again, and he clearly didn't choke on it. So I think the choking held me back a little bit. But then my reaction after we won was, that competitive side coming out, and video might still exist. I don't know if it's out there, but I didn't gain anybody's face. But I was cheering. I was, excited about winning.
All right, Team Coconut, right?
Team Coconut.
Coconut. Oh, look, you just bust a nut. Inside of this coconut, it's full of meat. One taste of that jelly flavor, you want to sink in your teeth. All the man them want a taste, 'cause it's moist and wet. If I give it to you, I know you won't forget. Coconut, 'cause it's down and full of water. Coconut, I'm better than guava. Coconut, 'cause it's down and full of water. Coconut, I'm better than guava. The water running, the water running, the water running. Crack open the coconut. The water running, the water running, the water running. Oh, look, you just bust a nut.
That would be a coconut. It's 9:36 in the morning. Daryl Peterson, a.k.a. Keg.
Hey, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. I know he's listening, watching all the things. He said we're having an interesting interview, interesting conversation.
Oh, he texts you too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Keg, man. That's my boy.
Yeah, man, no doubt about it, man. My guy too, man.
Yeah.
Who needs a six-pack when you got a Keg?
Yeah.
He says, gonna miss you, Doc. Good luck
Thanks.
on the next step.
Thank you, Keg. Yeah, we'll be in touch. You know how to find me.
And everybody that I've come in contact with, very likable individual, easy to work with. How, you know what I mean? Like,
I try to be.
about your business, but easy to work with.
Yeah.
You know, when we first did anything professionally, it was like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm wearing my Allen Iverson shirt.
Practice.
Like, you want me to
Ring
come
the bell
day
for
before
yourself,
for
man.
what?
Yeah.
But
We about excellence.
I respected
The
that.
standard, yeah. We're still setting it and doing the things.
No doubt. All right, so last day is effective when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the pretty graphic said.
It's kind of abrupt.
Again, clinging to life, right?
Okay.
Want to maintain the aliveness of myself.
Got it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's random, right? But it's happening today. So we have a little drop in at the Sports and Fitness Center from 12 to 1:30. If you want to come bring your lunch and eat with us, we're going to just be hanging out in the lobby. We might have some cupcakes or something. It's not necessarily something for the public, but the building's open and we'll be in there. You know, would love to see anybody who wants us come and say, you know.
Wish you a farewell.
Yeah. It's
right.
a farewell drop in. So anybody listening, don't pop up with no crazy stuff. But,
Right.
you know, if you want to come by, get a hug or something, I'm down.
Okay, bet.
You know?
Bet.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, sometimes when the good folks come home, you know,
Yeah.
makes me consider things like, why?
Tell Wapa Gate together.
Why? Why?
To make a difference where we can, right?
Yeah.
Because you always hear about it, talent leaving and
Right.
everybody doing this. And
But you gave it a shot.
I did the thing. I tried.
Yeah.
And I would like to hope that I made a difference and I gave back in some way. And it gave me a much more realistic view of what it is to live at home as
Right.
an adult now. Because we have our
Correct.
childhood where you know, it was cool when Paul went out when we were kids because we ain't got to go to school, we ain't got to go, we ain't got to
Or
do this.
when there's a little storm coming.
Right, we are from school, we are from work, but when you're an adult and you have children and you gotta like live life and be an adult about it, it's really, really different. So it was always my intention to come home and retire. We'll see what happens, right? But I know.
How far are you from retirement?
What's the retirement age now?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's say 70. I got another like 30
70?
years. I don't ain't like really high now. 60 something. I got another 20.
It can't be
years.
70.
They keep changing it like every other year.
Yeah.
If it's 67, I'm 40. I'm about to be 43. So somebody do the math. I'm a writer. I'm a marketer. I'm not the math person. So 20 years,
Okay.
20 something years. I don't know. So I know now what it takes to live at home as an adult, and I know what I would need. So I think that was a good
that's
tester.
part of my issue with when folks who are away just like got all the answers from
Yeah.
away, and it's like, living here's a little different.
And Shidi, that's my big thing about hiring local, because we experience high
Age of 60 with 30 years.
Bam.
See, and
That's why Sonic
and
makes
I
the big
got
bucks.
exactly. Shout out
Yeah.
to Sonic.
60 with 30 years?
30 years of
Yeah.
service.
Oh,
So I got
I feel like
I got 22 years of service. So I guess I don't know. Again, numbers.
But then you don't need that service in the place you're at.
Probably. I don't know.
I
I
know.
gonna be working for a while. I enjoy being
So you
active.
still enjoy working?
I enjoy doing things. I enjoy making money.
Okay. Hey,
And you
I ain't
gotta
nothing wrong
work
with
to
that.
get money, right?
Huh?
Or you gotta have things working for you to get money. So whatever that.
Well, everybody wants a
translates to be.
job. Ain't everybody trying to work?
Right, yeah.
But you
I'd walk,
definitely come
I'd
in
walk.
and you work.
Yeah, I'd walk.
Yeah.
Very, very much. So I grew up in a household of business owners. So I was walking from the time I was 6.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't legal then, but in the 80s
Right.
they didn't care.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd walk, and that's gonna always be the plan. But I forget what I was gonna say. We were talking about something. Oh, hiring local.
Yeah.
Like we have qualified people who are already here, and I am very much, committed to training somebody into a job if they can do it, because you could grow into a job than hiring somebody who have all the pieces but can't deal with this day to day here, because oh my God, you live in the islands, you have a beach on campus, that's so amazing, oh the weather's awesome. But then when you on a meeting at home and wapa go out and your internet gone, what you gonna do? Like, how quickly do you turn on the hotspot on your phone to resume business? Or is it the end of the world that you can't get back on your meeting?
Yeah.
Right?
Some of these meetings are,
Yeah, because I had that happen to me a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, just give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back on. And I was, right? So we are a resilient people because we have to go through so much just to live on a daily basis. Right. And when you don't come up or experience those types of issues consistently in your formative years, it's hard to adapt to that stuff as an adult. So yeah.
This is probably your shortest stint on your resume, but how has this prepared you for your next stop?
Man, there were some days or some weeks where every day was an emergency. And I've become the proverbial person who will like run into a burning building. Like, okay, what we got to deal with today? Be like, oh, okay, something pop up. Let me put this emergency down. I run into this other burning building. Like, okay, this building ain't got no people
exhausting.
in it. It is, again, health, trying to live. Ain't got no people in this burning building. We got all our equipment out. Let the building burn. Let's go save these people in this next one. And there were several days like that consistently. Right. So, one, when you ain't in a kind of survival mode like that, you flourish. You function a little bit better. But you get to deal with crisis management. Like, I'm really good at emergency management now, like I was before. Correct. But seeing a lot of things makes you prepared for the unexpected, and I am much better prepared for that now.
All right, our HR department says 67 is retirement for those born after 1960.
So yeah, that's me. Yeah. 67, yeah. So
you're right. It's close to 70. That's nuts.
And they're trying to change it again if they didn't change it recently. The new administration doing things. So I'll retire at some point.
All right. So tomorrow's your last day. Last day on the island, or you keeping that a secret?
No, that's tomorrow too.
What? Are you for real?
Yeah, seriously.
You leaving tomorrow?
My flight is at 4:30 tomorrow.
Oh my God.
So I'll be at work till like 2 o'clock.
You sure you ain't leaving somebody's behind? What's happening?
No.
Out of here.
Oh well, no. Okay. So I completely forget this. I actually have an event to go to. Okay. So, Cuthbert Victor, Coffee, the Greek god, Bell for Coffee. He's being inducted into the Murray State Hall of Fame, the Athletics Hall of Fame. Right, big horn for him. So, I'm actually heading to that event. That event is this week. Event. Yeah, so resign or not, I will be leaving tomorrow afternoon. So, but it's just I'll leave and don't come right back.
So that's something that people may not realize. Like, you're actually good friends with Coffee, friends with Tegan.
Yeah.
So it must be bittersweet to leave Tegan behind, because I feel like he's the reason he's here. Yeah. And he's a great coach. I feel like one day he's a D1 coach.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be on his resume that he started at the University of the Virgin Islands. There's going to be value there. Yeah. But I feel like you are a big reason as to why he took the role.
So outside of the opportunity to coach at this level, I think the rest of it is because I asked him. He will tell you that very clearly. He reminded me when I told him I would leave. He was like, "Hey, Kay, I here because of you, Right. And I was like, that's why you got here, but you have a mission and you have dreams to fulfill, so do that. And he was like, yeah, but please understand that, it was you. So, I hate that I'm leaving my boy, but again, we were in sync with the vision from day one. So I have no qualms about the fact that he'll continue to do good work. And, he a big grown person. He got it. He know how he could always reach me. Again, me and
so he's a phone call away.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Or a quick text, and I ain't gonna be in meetings all the time. He'll call me the meeting lady, because anytime he call me, I need something, I a text back in a meeting, everything good, and so I gonna miss my boy, but I know he is capable of doing all the things, and he'll get them done. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, man. I appreciate the time that you spent here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, coming back home to try and give back. A lot of people point that finger from far away and not realizing and not giving it a shot. And I appreciate you for giving your best shot.
I gave it all I had.
Yeah, man.
Trying to live.
All right, there you go.
Trying to live.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for
Reoccurring
always
theme.
making the studio feel like home. Wednesdays have always been our space here on Vivid Streaming, and I love it. I won't be able to physically pop up anytime, but I get you. I'm just a call away
phone
for
call
you.
away?
Yeah.
Okay. We're adding to the list, Sonic.
There you
To
go.
the list. Call or text.
Okay.
So if you need me, just call me. We'll hop on the show real quick. Show my face, whatever.
Yeah.
You're my boy.
All right, so your leads, university or, for most part, some universities are private sector too, but you know what I mean? Are you coming out of the education
open
lane?
to options? Open to options. Not looking for anything in athletics.
All right.
Very adamant about
Looking
that.
for a raise.
I like money.
Yeah.
Right? Ain't gonna even hide it. I like money. But we'll see, right? Open to all opportunities that aren't too stressful, that aren't athletic related, or that aren't in athletics. I'll say that.
So how much years did you give to athletics?
It'd be 22 this year.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an adult who could drink in the States,
Right.
and almost one who could rent a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
that's a lot.
A lot.
Full-time adult at 18, so yeah, it's quite a while.
Yeah. What was your first role in athletics?
I was an assistant sports information director at Norfolk State University. So
Okay.
me and Shaq click a lot because I was him years ago.
Right.
Yeah, and I did the job. So I think he really leans on me as well because he knows that I did it and he knows that I have the experience in what he's going through right now.
Not all doom and gloom. How do you feel about the potential of Shaq?
Oh man, limitless, right? I tell him I need him to answer the phone when I call in the future because he gonna be so big time. So
Right.
he gonna
I believe that too.
yeah, he'll be whatever he wants to be. I think if he stays on the SID track, he'll be a head SID at a big D1 or even professional level if that's what he wants. And he had aspirations to be an AD at some point, so he could dip his toes in the water right now, kind of
Do it early.
free of charge, and then see what happens. But he is one of our brightest stars, and he's gonna remain.
You know, man, the University of the Virgin Islands has been blessed to have some great people come through and come on staff. Jim Hatfield,
Coach
you, Tegan, just the retention, man.
So okay, ain't for everybody,
Right.
but it's also the nature of athletics. Like people don't stay places forever anymore. Like athletics.
Yeah, we
ain't
could just
a-
look at NFL coaches. You could just look
Hey, my boy Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
That was. I was like on the same day, Mike. You try and outshine me? Why we got notes on the same day?
Bastard.
Right, right. And for the Steelers, when I had an NFL team, it was them.
Right.
And Mike Tomlin's from 757 area code, which is where I spent the majority of my time in the States. Southside Virginia Beach, Peninsula District. So yeah, people don't stay long in athletics sometimes, especially if you're early to mid career. You're about the move on and move up. Later in your career, you might want to stay somewhere stationary for a while, but you couple how hard it is to exist here and then the nature of athletics where people kind of move on after a while and you get the turnover.
All right.
But it's more costly for us because for us to get people here, for us to interview, for us to do all the things, we have the added expense of them being so far away from home and all that stuff. So, that's why, again, I push heavy for higher local. You got to be qualified. You got to have your stuff together. You got to be willing to learn because you can't just say, I from here,
Right.
I from here, I going to come and do whatever, and that's it. I ain't going to learn, I ain't going to grow, I ain't going to do better.
I like that dual representation.
I got
I'm from
rep
here.
honorary
From here.
Centomian now, but we know who the best Centomians are.
Oh, yeah. Somebody told us that.
Yeah, it was Carl Knight, one of his biggest bars. Yeah, shout out to my guy. I could say,
Sure.
yeah, the best Centomians are Crucians.
Yep.
Yeah, second bell for that.
Carl Knight said that. I
He
didn't say
did.
it.
He said it. It's not my
I
thing
endorse
either.
it, though.
You guys have the freedom of speech.
Yep.
Go
He said
right
it. He said it
ahead.
right
Got
here.
the
in this-
freedom of the horn, too.
this same seat right here in the middle, he said it a couple months ago, and I love that. I hit the horn proverbially in my office that day as I was listening. But yeah, so it's athletics, and they need to be qualified, but check the home people, because we could do it,
All right.
So, and a lot of us have gone
And
away
do it on a
come
high
back.
level.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Like every time you came in, I would mention it because you shouldn't overstate it.
Okay.
That the athletic director of the year came from the University of the Virgin Islands. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is.
And it speaks to what you just said. There are capable Virgin Islanders who could conduct a professional interview, who could run an athletic department, who could coach a basketball team. So to see your success immediately was refreshing. And as I said before, sad to see you go.
Same. Sad that I ain't gonna be right here, like I said, to be able to pop up on you guys whenever or on a weekly basis. But again, I'll be somewhere that's maybe a flight or two away, a flight and a connection, maybe. So come see me, or I'll come back.
Okay.
I know how to get here.
All right.
And it's a lot less expensive to get to St. Thomas than it is to St. Croix.
Where's that plane taking you, or
The one tomorrow?
We're trying to avoid some people. Oh, you're going?
Yeah, going to Coffee thing.
Tomorrow
So we're flying into Coffee traveling today. Safe travels, y'all. Traveling to Nashville and then driving 2 hours to Paducah, Kentucky, in the middle of nowhere, where Murray State is. Yeah. So I think I land at like 9-something Central, and then I gotta drive 2 hours. But it's my boy, so I would not miss it for the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Listen, congratulations to Coffee.
Shout out
One
to my boy.
of our most storied national team members.
Yes.
Has represented the United States Virgin Islands basketball team for a lot of long years.
Yeah.
Cool dude too. Quiet firefighter. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, for sure. Saving the world one fight at a time.
Definitely excited about that.
Yeah, and I had to let him know Sunday, that he actually earned All-American honors while he was at Murray State. He didn't know that.
He didn't?
He didn't, and I was like, what do you
How
mean?
no?
I don't know, because it happened in his senior year, the year that he was OVC Player of the Year. And I don't know that if they told him, or because I think All-America honors come out after the season, so he was probably locked in, ready to graduate, and wasn't paying attention. But
and he had a professional career as well.
a very healthy professional career, very long. So we were working on things for him to put in his speech. And he was like, yo, this ain't right. I ain't an All-American. And I was like, yeah, you are. I'm a SID by trade. I did the research. I checked the record book. So I had to send him the record book to show him where he was. So, shout out to my boy.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So let me do this real quick before we end the show. Okay. It's 9:54 in the morning, 6 minutes in front of 10 o'clock. The guy on the screen is the toast with the most, Toasty. Hey, good morning, my brother. What you saying?
Blessed man, Rashid, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. So today we're announcing our Vivid Road March winner, and that would be you. $1,200 coming your way. Congratulations.
Bighorn.
Hold the Road is the winner of the Vivid Road March. Big respect to you and the fans, the fam, everybody. It was a great song too, bro. A lot of people kind of felt like if it came out a little earlier, Vaya would have had them hands full. And Daddy Jones kind of said it himself, too, as a matter of fact, in our interview. Yeah. So, big respect, man.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you to all the fans. You don't know, big up Vivid Streaming, #1 radio station. Tune in.
Respect. All right, man. Toast with the most. You got PayPal?
Yes, I do.
All right, good. Appreciate that. Me and Dr. Karen Carty gonna help pay you this $1,200. Thank you, my brother. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right.
You too.
There you go. All right, so.
Shit, he stay in my pockets, man.
Yeah.
On the way out. I guess, you consistent if nothing else.
Yeah. All right, well, when you hit the road, we're going to hold the road, all right? So definitely, man, thank you very much for coming through this morning. Didn't realize you were leaving tomorrow. And not coming back, like you got all your stuff packed?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, you could pack a lot when you don't have a lot. I had a lot of shoes, but outside of that, shoes and clothes. I didn't bring anything. I brought a couch and a coffee table.
Okay.
So,
And a car.
And a car, yeah. So, Nesbitt Trucking.
Not a bed?
Huh? My apartment was previously at Airbnb.
Okay.
So I brought bedding.
Okay.
And, I did the sanitation and all of that to my liking.
Yeah.
But it was a really clean place and really comfortable. And shout out to Nesbitt Trucking. They got my stuff down when I was coming. So I'm entrusting them to get everything handle on the way back.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, hopefully that earned you a discount. Hey, definitely, man. Thank you very much for coming through. Coffee, congratulations.
Big up, Coffee.
T got in the same way. I know his heart might be a little heavy today.
I'm sure he's gonna be in my office all day today.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
I ain't mentally prepared, but it's fine.
You'll be good. All right, man. Listen, man, we gonna head on out of here. I gotta say thank you to everybody that tuned in today. It starts with one communication and Brava. I also gotta say shout outs to Neighborhood Pharmacy, Seabourn Airlines, not just travel, a VI experience. Fly the Whale, getting you to Puerto Rico conveniently, 7 days a week, not just on the weekend. Puerto Rico's a dope place.
It is. It's a big place.
Yeah, man.
It really is.
Yeah,
large. Man.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico is like
take you forever to explore all of it.
I mean, you could do that American living thing. Like, you can go to the big mall. High quality baseball to watch, basketball.
Man. Yeah, good sports.
Superior League is hype. Yeah. All right, man. Don't forget, it goes down this Sunday. All right. It is the Sunset Soca Wine Festival. It is happening on Twin City St. Croix. Chemo Dan, Poppy Pops, and Chubby. The musical selection is obviously top tier, and I encourage you to have a good time over there. It is happening at Loops, and of course, SunsetSocaWineFestival.com.
Shout out to Poppy Pops, man. He was
still doing it.
Yeah, in the game from the
man.
time I was like a kid.
Yeah.
Big up to Pops.
Big up to Poppy Pops. Who you want, big up?
Hey, Daddy Joe still sing crying at no man. I hear what they're saying, but I don't give a damn. They say they want the style to mash up the island. Every massive coming up, put up, who know what if you want the band. After man, who bringing the jam? Bring the jam in the festival in the Zapatala. The people drunk, we jump in the morning till sundown. Party after party, we shutting the place down. We got them coming out on the road misbehaving. Watch it got them winding up bumper rolling. Who come to the mass? On the road we coming. People them coming up for Tuesday morning. Festival in the Zapatala. Bend up when he go. Push back when he go. Hold on till she waist. Hold on, signal the truck man, ease up the truck. Ladies, keep walking up. Young men coming out on the road, misbehaving. Watch it, got them winding up, bumper rolling. Who come to the mass? On the road we coming. People them coming up for Tuesday morning.
There you go, man. Congratulations to our Vivid Road March winner, Toasty and ISB. Shout outs to everybody who put out great music this festival season. Don't forget, we're going to be doing it again for Carnival in Rock City, St. Thomas. Another $1,200 for the Vivid Road March. Hey, thank you for your support. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for everybody who was on Facebook this morning. And thank you for your votes. All right, now, if you want to hear a song from 10 to 2, Big Beast has got you. All you got to do is use the shout-out feature, get it on, and that also enters you to win tickets to the Sunset Soca Wine Festival this weekend at Loops on Twin Cities, St. Croix. The backdrop is amazing, man. Sunset on the west side is a beautiful thing. Hey, definitely, man. Big piece. What you saying, my brother?
Listen, there was no doubt in my mind. After, I would say, after last Friday, there was no doubt in my mind that Toasty had this thing wrapped up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Over the weekend, did you see the shout outs that came through over the weekend?
Yeah.
Toasty some more and a little bit more toasty. I was like, boy, look, you know what we need to do?
Tell me.
Know what we need to do?
Because you are the boss
Shelly,
of me. Say that again?
You know Shelly Thunder?
Yeah?
We need to get Shelly to pick lottery numbers for us and then do whatever Shelly says.
Okay.
Because every time Shelly early picks somebody, that is who wins whatever it is Vivid Streaming got going on.
Yeah, Shelly's got her hand on the pulse for sure. When I saw Shelly, like, I saw a shout out from Shelly for Toasty, and I was like, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
I said the same thing. I said, okay. And then she just kept Toasty. And I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Can't knock Shelly.
Can't knock Shelly, man. Hey, but definitely.
Hand on the pulse, Shelly, man.
You got your hand on the pulse at Vivid Streaming as well. What you got in store for us today, sir?
The upgraded full version of Overdrive Radio starts today. I know some people say Overdrive Radio is pretty dope as it is, and I'm like,
I am among them.
Yeah. Finally going to start bringing in all of those segments. As you know, we got some very, very, very big things planned for the 2026, and the energy, the fire, the ignorance, it all starts today, man. We're going to have big fun on the show. And like I said, this week, all the new music is going to be pouring in on the app. We got, oh my gosh, bro. It's remember we were talking about you don't play with Trinidad when it comes to the music? Yeah. You jinxed me. Because when I say the music is ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
And that's just them. We're not even talking about Dominica, because you know Dominica Carnival's right around the corner as well.
But since you mentioned in Trinidad, I got to say shout outs to Trey Otto. Trey Otto has got a rhythm, the Tier Iron Rhythm, I think is the name of it, that is doing extremely well in Trinidad. Fayon, Bungie Garlin, big tune. Also got to say shout outs to Papo, who's a fixture and a mainstay in Trinidad, and of course Gus Bus doing big things in the Trinidad scene as well. And then we got our artist Pumpa's already down there, Third Bin down there. So big respect to everybody who's pushing our culture forward, and Vivid Streaming happy to do our part. All right, so Big Beast, me and Sonic, we about to get on out of here.
All right.
All right, man. Peace. And we is out.
Vivid Streaming, we got the hits.
Are you ready?
It's Vivid Streaming.